The Capitals are the first team in the 2025 playoffs. The Hawks have been officially eliminated from contention. The Islanders gain on the Canadiens for a playoff spot, and the Blues are in sole possession of second wildcard spot in the Western Conference. We'll get to all the game recaps and how it affected the standings coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at the End-to-End Hockey channel. Now before we begin this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe below. Thank you for all of your support whenever we do this with you guys. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe button down below and don't forget to comment down in the comment section below. Would love to hear your guys' opinion on all this down in the comment section below. Now in today's video, we've got another interesting game recap video here to discuss that sees the Capitals clinch, the Hawks be officially eliminated, and the wildcard races in the East and West get a little bit more interesting. So we'll get to all those games here. So we're going to start off with the two games that happened over on Wednesday and the 14 that happened over on Thursday. So first, the Toronto Maple Leafs would break a tie in the third period, and thanks to this goal here from Steven Laurent from Sportsnet, the Toronto Maple Leafs were able to come away with a 2-1 victory over the Colorado Avalanche as they improved to 41-24-3, dropping the Avalanche of their 9-game point streak end to 41-25-3. So an interesting game there for the Leafs. For the Leafs, Lawrence and Matthews were two goal scorers, and Wolf stopped 38-39 shots he faced and won for Toronto, while then Chushkin was the lone goal scorer for the Avalanche in the loss. So it was an intriguing game there, but the Leafs come away with the victory. Then we saw Minnesota Wild open the scoring and shut out the Seattle Kraken 4-0. Had 3 goals in the first 10 minutes of that first period. As they have a .45 and improved to 39-25-5, while the Kraken 4-game point streak ends and they fall to 30-35-5. So an interesting game there for the Wild. Boldy scored twice, Bogosian had 2 assists, Harman and Ogren both also scored, and Gustafsson stopped all 34 shots he faced in the win for the Wild. So an intriguing game there, but Minnesota dominates and shuts out Seattle. Those were 2 games we saw over on Wednesday, going over to the 14 we saw over on Thursday. First, the Colorado Avalanche have a 4-goal first period and destroyed the Ottawa Senators 5-1, as they have won 3 of 4 and improved to 42-25-3, while the Senators have lost back-to-back and fall 36-27-5. Bad game there from Ottawa. For the Avalanche, Nelson scored twice, including his first as an Avalanche. Makar had a goal and an assist. Colin and Drouin both had 2 assists. Kieran and McKinnon both also scored, and Wedgwood stopped 15 and 16 shots he faced in the win for the Avalanche, while Cousins was the lone goal scorer for the Senators in the loss. It was an intriguing game there, but the Avalanche come away with a victory. Then we saw Calgary Flames overcome a 2-goal deficit and scored 4 unanswered to beat the New Jersey Devils 5-3, as they have a point in 7 of 9 and improved to 32-25-11, while Devils fall to 37-27-6 on the year. So it's a bad loss there for New Jersey. For the Flames, Hero had a goal and an assist, and Miramanov, Coronado, Zari, and Kadri also scored for the Flames in the win, while he shared a goal and an assist, and Cotter and Hall also scored for Devils in the loss. That was the Devils' game to lose, and they lost it. Bad loss there for New Jersey. Then we saw the Florida Panthers open a scoring and shut out the Columbus Blue Jackets 1-0 in overtime, as they improved to 42-24-3, dropping the Jackets, who've lost 5 straight and 7 of 8 to 31-28-9. Another loss for Columbus. For the Panthers, Barkov, who was the OT winner, was the lone goal scorer, and Bobrovsky stopped all 25 shots he faced in the shutout win for Florida, while Merzlikins stopped 27 of 28 shots he faced in the OT loss. It was a goaltending battle, one in which the Florida Panthers win. Then we saw the Washington Capitals go up to a 2-goal lead and held on to beat the Philadelphia Flyers 3-2, as they've won 3 straight 8 of 9 and improved to 46-15-8, while the Flyers have lost 3 straight 8 of 9 and fall to 28-34-8. So it's been a really bad stretch here for Philadelphia. For the Capitals, Bouvillier had 2 assists, and Mangiapane, Dume, and Ovechkin, who's now only, I think, 7 or 6 goals away from Gretzky, were 3 goal scorers for the Capitals in the win, while Paling had a goal and an assist, and Couturier also scored for the Flyers in the loss. It was an intriguing game there, but the Capitals come away with a 3-2 victory over Philadelphia. Then we saw the Toronto Maple Leafs break a tie in the second period and held on to beat the New York Rangers 4-3, as they have won 3 straight and improved to 42-24-3, while the Rangers have lost 3 straight, 7 of 9, and fall 33-31-6 on the year. The Rangers are on another skid. For the Leafs, Tavares had 2 goals and an assist, and McCabe, who had 3 assists, both had 3-point nights. McMahon had a goal and an assist, Nylander had 2 assists, and Nyes also scored for the Leafs in the win, while Panarin had a goal and an assist, Trocheck had 2 assists, and Kreider and Borgen both also scored for the Rangers in the loss. So it was an intriguing game there, but the Leafs come away with the victory. Then we saw the St. Louis Blues blow a late lead but recovered and beat the Vancouver Canucks 4-3 in overtime. Blues beating the Canucks in what was one of the biggest games of the last couple of days, as the Blues have won 4 straight, 6 of 8, improved to 35-28-7, and are now in sole possession of the second wildcard spot in the Western Conference, while Canucks have a point in 4 of 5, but fall 32-25-12. That's a bad loss to take there for the Canucks. For the Blues, Tucker, Holloway both had goal and assists, Shen had 2 assists, and Broberg, which was the OT winner, this goal here in Sportsnet, was the OT winner, so Broberg got the game winner there for the Blues, and Bolduc both also scored for Blues in the win, while Besser scored twice, and Elias Pettersson had 2 assists, with Sherwood also scoring for the Canucks in the OT loss. So the Canucks, they had to tie it late to get a point, so they at least got a point out of that one, but that was a bad overtime loss there at St. Louis. Then we saw the New York Islanders blow a 2-goal lead, but recovered and beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-3 in overtime, as they have a 3-game win and 4-game point streak and improved to 32-28-8, and gained on the Canadiens for the last wildcard spot, while the Habs still have a point in 11 of 12, but fall 33-27-8 on the year, so a bad loss there for the Canadiens. For the Islanders, Horvat scored twice, including the overtime winner. Sorokin, the goaltender, you know that, D'Angelo and Dobson all had 2 assists, and Duclair and Holmstrom both also scored for Islanders in the win. Sorokin getting in on 2 assists is outstanding, while Laine had goal and assist, and Roy and Gallagher both also scored for the Canadiens in the loss. Canadiens came back, they do get a point out of this, they do relatively stay ahead of the Islanders, but that's a bad overtime loss there for Montreal. Then we saw the Anaheim Ducks score 4 unanswered and beat the Nashville Predators 4-1, as they have a point in 3 of 4 and improved to 30-31-8, while the Predators have lost 4 straight and fall 25-35-8 on the season. It's bad stuff there for Nashville. For the Ducks, Zegras had goal and assist, McTavish had 2 assists, Killorn, Lacombe, and Terry all also scored, and Gibson stopped 33-34 shots he faced in the win for Anaheim, while Stamkos was lone goal scorer for Predators in the loss. It was an intriguing game there, but was the Anaheim Ducks would come away with the victory. Then we saw Utah Hockey Club break a tie in the third period thanks to this goal here from Dylan Guenther on Sportsnet, but Dylan Guenther was able to make it 3-2 at one point, and the Utah Hockey Club would pull away to beat the Buffalo Sabres 5-2, as they have a point 6 of 8, improved to 31-27-11. Every time Guenther scores, it seems like Utah wins. While for the Sabres, they've lost 8 of 11 and fall to 27-34-6. Another bad loss there for Buffalo. For Utah, Sergachev scored twice, and Gunter, Stenlund, and Cooley also scored for Utah in the win, while McLeod and Petrarca were 2 goal scorers for Buffalo in the loss. It was an intriguing game there, but Utah, needing 2 points, got it against the worst team in the Eastern Conference. Then we saw the LA Kings jump out to a 2-goal lead and took down the Chicago Blackhawks 3-1, as they have won 6 of 7 and improved to 37-21-9, while the Blackhawks fall to 20-40-9, having lost 6 straight, and are officially the second team in the NHL eliminated from the playoffs. So the Hawks and the Sharks are the first 2 teams eliminated in both the Western Conference and the entire league. So Hawks now have no chance of making the playoffs. For the Kings, Moore, Turcotte, and Edmondson were 3 goal scorers, and Kemper stopped 17-18 shots he faced in the win for the Kings, while Bedard was a lone goal scorer for the Hawks in the loss. So another sour season there for Chicago as they fall at the hands of the LA Kings. Then we saw the Tampa Bay Lightning blow a 2-goal lead, but recovered and beat the Dallas Stars 3-2 in a shootout, as the Bolts have a 3-game win and 4-game point streak and improved to 40-23-5, keeping pace for one of those top-end spots in the Atlantic, while Dallas now has a 3-game point streak, but they have lost 4 of 6 and fall to 43-21-4. So bad loss there for Dallas. For the Bolts, Hagel and Shirley both had a goal and an assist in regulation, and Goncalves, Kucherov, and Gensel were 3 goal scorers for Bolts in the win, while Marchment and Bach were 2 regulation goal scorers, and Robertson and Duchesne were 2 shootout goal scorers for the Stars in the shootout loss. It was an intriguing game there between 2 high-ranked teams, but the Bolts come away with the shootout victory. Then we saw the Winnipeg Jets blow a third period lead, but recovered and beat the Edmonton Oilers 4-3 in overtime thanks to this goal here from Kyle Connor and all Sportsnet, but Connor was able to give them the overtime victory, as the Jets have won 4 of 5 and improved to 48-18-4, while the Oilers now have a 4-game point streak but do fall to 40-24-5, so a bad loss there for Edmonton. For the Jets, Morrissey had goal and assist, and Connor, who had the OT winner. Tanev first back with the Jets, and Perfetti also scored for the Jets in the win, while Skinner scored twice, Nurse had 2 assists, and Hyman also scored for the Oilers in the overtime loss. It was an intriguing game there, but the Jets were able to beat the McDavid and Draisaitl-less Oilers. And then we saw the Vegas Golden Knights open up a 5-goal lead and handed it to the Boston Bruins, beating them 5-1, as they've appointed 4-5 and improved to 40-20-8, while the Bruins have lost 4 straight, 8 of 9, and fall to 30-31-9, under 500. What the heck is this Boston Bruins team? For the Knights, Dorofeev had a hat-trick, including hitting the 30-goal mark. Dorofeev is having himself a season in Vegas. Hanifin, Saad, and Eichel all had to assist, and Howard and Barbashev both also scored, with Hill stopping 18 of 19 shots he faced for the Knights in the win, while Geeky was one goal scorer for the Bruins in the loss. So it was an intriguing game there, but it was all Knights all the time, and they destroyed Boston. And then we saw the Carolina Hurricanes break a tie in the third period and took down the Sharks 3-1, as they have won 8 straight and improved to 42-22-4, while the Sharks have lost 5 of 6 and fall 18-42-9, a bad loss there for San Jose. For the Hurricanes, Walker, Aho, and Jarvis were 3 goal scorers, and Anderson stopped 24-25 shots he faced in the win for the Hurricanes, while Eklund was one goal scorer for the Sharks in the loss. It was an intriguing game there, but the Hurricanes come away with a huge victory. So those are all games we saw from the past couple of days. Next, going over to see how it affected the standings. So as it sits right now, 6 teams have hit the 80-point plateau in the Eastern Conference, including one team who's hit triple digits, and that is the Washington Capitals, who are, I think, the first team to 100 points, as they've hit the 100-point plateau and are the first team in the playoffs, which is surprising after they were the last team in the playoffs last year. Then you have the 88-point Hurricanes, 87-point Panthers, 87-point Leafs, 85-point Bulls, and 80-point New Jersey Devils. Then you have the Ottawa Senators, still even after the loss, in the first wildcard position at 77 points, with the Habs, even though they lost in overtime, still in the second wildcard position at 74 points. Then you have the 72-point Islanders and Rangers, who are both only 2 points out of a playoff spot. Islanders have played the same amount of games as the Canadians. Rangers have played 2 more. Then the Blue Jackets are 3 points back of a playoff spot, have played the same amount of games as the Canadians as well. The Red Wings are 4 points back of a playoff spot. The Bruins are 5 points back of a playoff spot. The Penguins are 8 points back of a playoff spot. And the Flyers are 10 points back of a playoff spot. So definitely a little bit more separation in the Eastern Conference. But the Islanders winning and Jackets getting a point do still keep it interesting in the Eastern Conference. When we go over to Western Conference, 7 teams have hit the 80-point plateau, including one team who's hit the triple-digit mark in the Jets. They were the second team to hit the 100-point plateau, and one team, the Dallas Stars, who hit the 90-point plateau, with them now being at 90 points. Then you have 88-point Vegas, 87-point Colorado, 85-point Edmonton, and 83-point LA, and 83-point Minnesota, Minnesota being in the first wildcard position. And now you have the 77-point St. Louis Blues in sole possession, points-wise at least, of the second wildcard spot in the Western Conference. The Canucks are still 1 point back of the Blues, however they do have 1 game in hand. The Flames are 2 points back of the Blues at 75 points, but do have 2 games in hand. Utah has a game in hand on St. Louis and is only 4 points back, so those teams are all still within striking distance, while the Ducks are 9 points out. So definitely, those are all the standings that they threw past couple of days. Really interesting to see how tight those wildcard races are, and good to see that the first 2 teams are starting to clinch and get eliminated from playoff contention. So definitely, that's all I want to talk for today. I left you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comment section below. What was your opinion on all of this? Are you surprised at any of the games that happened over the past couple of days? And what was your opinions on the standings as it sits right now? Definitely, that's all I want to talk for today. Remember to like this video. If you'd like to subscribe below. Thank you for all of your support whenever we do this off you guys. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe button down below. Don't forget to comment down in the comment section below, discussing all discussed in today's video. I also have a blog talking about news, rumors, analysis, stuff like that. So check that out. Leave a link to that down in the description below. And come see you guys all for the next video. See you guys soon.